This is Trash Can Tidbits.
Hi everyone, it's your buddy Beaton here, ready to present another tasty installment of Trash Can Tidbits. I really hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am, as if you weren't. I got a good variety of trivia for this week, so let's get it going with fact number 1. Did you know that Argentine revolutionary Che Guevara was the original narrator for the stage musical Evita? This was actually a mistake in the writing process for the musical because nobody realized that Che Guevara was not a known name during the time that Evita was alive. Later versions of the musical, including the 1996 movie starring Madonna and Antonio Banderas, have had a character simply named Che as the narrator who represents the general Argentine public, and not the revolutionary who would become Che Guevara. Fact 2. Did you know that Halle Berry, who was the first African-American actress to win a Best Actress Oscar, played the first African-American actress to be nominated for a Best Actress Oscar? In 1999, Berry played actress Dorothy Dandridge in the TV movie Introducing Dorothy Dandridge. Dandridge famously became the first African-American actress to be nominated for an Oscar for her role in Carmen Jones. As a matter of fact, Berry would win an Emmy for playing for this role, and would even dedicate her eventual Oscar win for Monsters Ball to Dorothy Dandridge. Fact 3. Did you know that the song Malagueña Sabrosa, a traditional Mexican mariachi song, was adapted into a rock cover performed by a close friend of director Quentin Tarantino for Kill Bill Volume 2? Director Robert Rodriguez, who had his feature film debut alongside Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs with 1992's El Mariachi, has collaborated on multiple projects with Tarantino, including Grindhouse and Sin City. Tarantino even made a cameo in Rodriguez's Desperado, and it was on that movie that Rodriguez wrote a scene where the mariachi character was to sing Malagueña Sabrosa. Quentin ended up liking that song so much that when the time came to make Kill Bill, Rodriguez had his cover rock band, Chingon, perform a cover of Malagueña Sabrosa for the end credits of Kill Bill Volume 2. Fact 4. Did you know that the dance that Crash Bandicoot does in the namesake games is actually lifted from the publicity tour of the Japanese version of the games? After the first Crash Bandicoot became an unexpected major hit in Japan, a dance was created as well as commercials on how to do said dance. The same dance from these commercials was used in the second and third Crash games as an idol pose, both locally and worldwide. So, everybody ended up doing that dance. Fact 5. Did you know that Gillian Anderson based her portrayal of Agent Scully from The X-Files on Jodie Foster's depiction of Agent Clarice Starling from The Silence of the Lambs? Perhaps because of this, she was even one of the actresses considered to replace Jodie Foster as Starling for the silent sequel, Hannibal, but she was eventually passed over. She eventually got to play the supporting character of Dr. Bedelia du Maurier on the Hannibal TV series. Fact 6. Did you know that the movie Hook was originally conceived as a musical? Composer John Williams, in fact, wrote a full song score with acclaimed lyricist Leslie Bricusse. Once it was decided that the movie should not be a musical, the entire song score was tossed out, but 2 of the finished songs ended up in the film. The first song, We Don't Want to Grow Up, was sung by the children performing the Peter Pan play at the beginning of the movie, and the second song, When You're Alone, would be sung in Neverland by the character of Maggie Banning, played by child actress Amber Scott. Fact 7. Did you know that contrary to popular belief, the video game character Jazz Jackrabbit wasn't just named after the genre of music jazz? Cliff Bleszinski, Jazz's creator, actually named him after his own dog, which was named Jazz. In turn, Cliff's dog was also named after Jazz the Autobot from the Transformers cartoons. He also took inspiration from the obvious inspirations, Bugs Bunny and Rambo. Since the name Bugs Bunny was also alliterative, the choice for Jazz Jackrabbit's name seemed to come naturally to Cliffy B. Fact 8. Did you know that there was a subtle reference to a real-life celebrity in The Social Network who, in real life, actually had a hand with the movie's production? A good portion of the movie takes place at Harvard University, where Facebook was created, and one of the depositions in the movie mentions a movie star that came from Harvard without actually addressing who the movie star is. Well, the movie star was actually Natalie Portman, who was enrolled at Harvard during the time Facebook first got started. She even helped the movie's screenwriter, Aaron Sorkin, by giving first-hand accounts of what it was like on and off campus during that time. Fact 9. Did you know that Margot Robbie is actually not the first actress to play Harley Quinn in live action? Over a decade before Suicide Squad came out, in 2003, there was a short-lived television series on the WB called Birds of Prey. The show centered around the characters of Huntress, who, in this version, is the illegitimate daughter of Batman and Catwoman, and Oracle, formerly known as Batgirl, fighting crime in Gotham City in Batman's absence. In the show, Huntress would attend meetings with her psychologist, Dr. Harley Quinzel, aka Harley Quinn, played by actress Mia Sara. Harley would be seen in later episodes emerging from her psychologist's facade to take revenge on Gotham for driving out Mr. J. It's really Mia Sara who should get credit for being the first live-action Harley Quinn. Fact 10. Did you know that Friends star Matthew Perry got a role in Fallout New Vegas because he's a huge fan of the franchise, particularly the third game? In an interview on The View, he claimed to be an enormous fan of Fallout 3, and then he even gave away a signed copy of Fallout 3 to a fan just because. The developers at Bethesda heard this interview and personally offered Perry the role of Benny in Fallout New Vegas, and obviously, he took it. And beginning this week, I'll be doing random trivia questions to round out my videos. I think this will be a great opportunity to incorporate audience participation. This week's random trivia question is, how many times did Bela Lugosi play Dracula? If you think you know the answer, go ahead and comment below, and stay tuned next week for the answer. And there we go for this week. I hope you enjoyed what I got for you. And please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and boop that bell down there for future video notifications. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time